There was a time when I too sought happiness in the places where most people look: success, approval, comfort. But I learned something that changed my life forever. Happiness is not found in perfect moments. It is created from within, in any moment, in every situation. Let me tell you a story. A young man once visited a wise old monk, troubled by the difficulties in his life. He said, "Master, how can I be happy when life is unfair, when problems seem endless?" The monk smiled and handed him a cup of salt and a glass of water. "Taste it," he said. The young man did, and his face twisted in disgust. "It's too salty," he said. Then the monk led him to a vast lake, sprinkled the same amount of salt into the water, and asked him to taste again. This time the water was fresh, vast, and unaffected by the salt. The monk looked at him and said, "The salt is like suffering. It is the same for everyone. But whether your suffering feels overwhelming or small depends on how vast your heart is. If your heart is small, a little suffering will make your whole world bitter. But if your heart is open and expansive, suffering will dissolve, just like salt in a lake." You see, happiness is not the absence of problems. It is the ability to hold space for them without being consumed by them. So how can we cultivate this inner vastness? Let me share three simple practices. First, let go of control. Most unhappiness comes from resisting what is. We want life to go a certain way, and when it doesn't, we suffer. Instead, embrace the moment as it is. Rain will fall, winds will blow. But a tree never resists, it simply sways. When you stop fighting reality, you find peace in the present. Second, practice gratitude in all things. A wise man once said, "A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles." Even in hardship, there is something to be thankful for. If you lose something, be grateful for what remains. If you struggle, be grateful for the strength it builds in you. Gratitude transforms suffering into wisdom. Third, shift your focus from self to service. When we focus too much on ourselves, our problems seem bigger. But when we help others, we forget our worries. A candle loses nothing by lighting another. The more kindness you give, the more light fills your own heart. Happiness is not something you chase. It is something you choose right here, right now in this moment. So tell me, are you holding on to a glass of salty water? Or will you open your heart to become the lake? If these words resonated with you, remember this: the path to happiness is not outside, it is within. If you seek more wisdom on life's greatest lessons, subscribe to this channel and walk this journey with me. Let's reflect, grow, and find peace together.